When I pull this trigger and put your lights out, what you got to say to God?
With all the moves and all the hustles and the big ideas, I just feel like this is it. I want you to get ready. This here is gonna be a night that we never gonna forget.
What you doing? Where you at? Oh, you got plans. Don't say that. I'm sipping wine in a robe. I look too good to be alone. My house clean, my pool warm. Just shake smooth like a newborn. We should be dancing, romancing in the east wing and the west wing of this mansion. What's happening? I ain't playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from the heart. So if you're trying to lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, girl. I'ma leave the door open. Let you feel the way I feel, and you want me like I want you to know, baby. Tell me that you're coming through. Ooh, you're so sweet, so tight. I won't bite unless you.
Hello. I've been knowing you for a long time. I'm sorry. Okay. Hello. Welcome to this good old fight night live. Happy Sunday, everybody. Y'all already know what it is. Get all the way up in here and hit that like button. Don't take off no shoes. Don't get comfortable until you hit that like button and run it up in the comments. Not only on my channel, but on my guest platforms as well backstage. I'm gonna go ahead and bring everybody on out. Y'all already know what it is. We're finna run through these 3 episodes. We're gonna have a good time. If and when you want your comment prioritized, attach $1 to it and keep it cute in the chat. If not, just drop down and leave it in the comments, and we will most definitely respond to you when we get on done with this video. Bringing her out because the shades are shading. I don't know where she got them from, but she better tell me so I can get the link. Kay, how are you feeling about Fright Night?
Hey, I had to get in the spirit and feel the energy of the decade of the show. I'd love to see all the stars coming together. It lets you know the movie, the series is gonna be somewhat okay because we got good actors in it. So whether the script was trash or the plot was trash, the actors are going to deliver and do what needed to be done. Except for that Muhammad Ali guy.
We just got in here.
The only one. That's the only one. But the rest of them, all the actors delivered in this. I loved everybody else here.
Kay can't take you nowhere. She come out with shades and then come out smoking.
Shades and shady.
Shades and shade. We have another individual backstage. He has not been here for it's been a little minute, but he's always welcome, and I'm happy that he is giving us a little bit of his time today. Brandon, with just my opinion, how were you feeling about Fight Night?
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for having me, but I'm loving the show. I had high expectations for this as soon as I first saw the trailer on Instagram a few months ago, and it's everything that I wanted and more. I mean, this is probably going down as, one of the best things of 2024 for me. I love the entire cast, but I got to agree with Kay. Muhammad Ali is not working out for me. I like the effort, but, they kind of fumbled right there. But this is exciting. And I mean, I feel some type of way about the release schedule, just not this show, but a number of shows doing 3 at one time. And we can talk about that. But other than those 2 little nitpicks, I'm a satisfied Peacock customer. So
absolutely. Last but not least, this perspective is always sweet. I want to know if her perspective is going to be sweet as far as Muhammad Ali is concerned, because y'all going in and we just cut the camera on. Ashley, how are you feeling about Fight Night?
Now, they tried it with Muhammad. I said with all of this budget, right? Because it came through cinematically. I thought it was beautiful. I love the way it was shot. I love the wardrobe. I love the hair. I love the makeup. I loved the cast, really. Except for that, I feel like with such a respected, well-known historical figure you needed to do him justice. And it missed the mark for me. I think the dialect, I think his speech, I think he made a valiant effort, but it threw me off. Every time literally I saw him, I rolled my eyes in the darkness. I did.
Not you rolled your eyes in the darkness.
I did.
Oh man. But y'all know, before we even dive into the good old Muhammad Ali, we gonna have a little fun to loosen up and have a good time with each other, because we gonna go in. Y'all know when I go in, I ain't nothing nice. But what I would like to know is, can we get into these jive games? You know what I'm saying? Now look at here. I don't know if everybody on this channel is a blaxploitation 70s movie watcher like myself. If you're not, you need to get there and go and dive in on these classics. Ashley, what I would like to know, if you had to pick a pimp, are you going with Pretty Tony or the Max Julian Goldie?
First of all, I'm the pimp. Okay, so there's not going to be any of Ashley on the blade or on the stroll. However, I think the first pimpin' movie I saw was The Mac. And so I will probably have to go with Goldie, because you got to get their mind, man. Like, he taught me the game. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go with Goldie all day.
I mean, for me personally, I love Goldie, but I always felt like Pretty Tony didn't get as much play as he deserved. He didn't get enough screen time because, you know, I keep him looking good, but no dough. Like, he was just, y'all sleep on Pretty Tony. I'm going to go with Pretty Tony all day long. B, if you had to pick a pimp, who are you picking here?
Okay, real quick before I, pick a pimp, I just got to say, Tara, you are coming through with the jams. Like, the intro song, and then the way you brought this in, like,
I was about to say the same thing.
I wanted the intro to be longer to this live because I was over here grooving in my chair. We got to talk after the live, see where you be getting these hits. Okay, now as far as the pimp, I'm not sure, because I have to be honest, I have not seen any of these movies. But if I am just going to go off images, I'm gonna choose the brother to the left with the cigarette or the bleezy in his mouth. I like him. I like his vibes. He seems like, he puts forth a little effort and everything just falls into place. I bet he got a nice smooth voice. The gentleman in the purple hat, he cool, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just feeling the other brother more. So that's who we're gonna go with.
D, for you to like really appreciate situations like Fight Night or things that are adjacent. Fight Night is not a blaxploitation movie like completely, but there are essences of the 70s and things that you can relate to from these films. So if you ever have any free time, watch some of these movies, please. Kay, who you got?
Now, outside of the blaxploitation, I don't usually root for anybody that's gonna call themselves pretty. But if we talking blaxploitation films, you gotta go with the flashy. You gotta go with the pretty boy. I gotta give it up for Pretty Tony here.
Pretty Tony.
You gotta go all the way in.
You absolutely have to go all the way in on Pretty Tony. I always wish he got more screen time. Much respect to Goldie, because he's the OG. When you think about pimp and blaxploitation era, you're gonna think about Goldie first. But justice for Pretty Tony. Let's get into Fight Night. Let's get into Fight Night. I thought just before anything, I had to get in on just the music for the show. As y'all could hear, shout out to B. I love me some soundtrack, some music. The way that this show is coming through and showing up like I needed to, with the visuals, the aesthetic, and whoever's on musical direction for the show, they are doing what needs to be done. What I can appreciate with this show is clearly there was a budget behind it. Hence, why did we get that Muhammad? But we're going to go in on him later. There is a budget here. I love a show that can pull us into a universe and a scene. This feels very Atlanta. It feels very 70s, all the way from the show's aesthetic, the clothes, the earrings, the backgrounds, the way that they are shooting it, and you get those cut angles. It's very, very, very 70s, and then I love that. Ashley, what are you thinking about the aesthetics of the show in general?
Oh, as I alluded to, absolutely. I loved hair, makeup, wardrobe. I thought they did a great job with the looks. Music, like you said, it can literally transport you into a time. And even after watching, I was humming the songs, right? Because they were able to get this catalog, which is amazing, licensed for the series. with all of our favorites, with things that we grew up with our parents listening to. So I love that for them. And like you said, that budget went into something. It just didn't go into Ali. It went into something now.
Kay, how are you feeling about the music and the aesthetic of the show overall?
Oh yeah, they definitely took you there, even from like the trailers and things. I knew when I seen it, I said, "Oh, they got money," which is good because I need if we gonna do a time period piece, you gonna have to take us there. You have to pull us into the whole aesthetic, and I really feel like the actors even got so much into character. I feel like once they put on the wigs and wardrobe, they was there, and always the music can sometimes be like this is what's going to determine if it's just completely a good movie or just trash completely. Movies that I don't even like, if the soundtrack and the score is good, I'm gonna give them extra points for that. So of course you got all these stars in the movie, they know they had to come through with a good soundtrack.
Absolutely. Shout out to the 72 people already here. Keep running up the video and keep engaging with us. Hit that like button, please. B, how are you feeling about the look and the music in the show?
Oh yeah, I love it because it just all feels natural and authentic. This does not feel like costumes. This does not feel like wardrobe. It does not feel like actors, actresses. It feels like people, that are actually existing in present day right now. And not to knock blaxploitation films, because I love them, but it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel exaggerated with big hats and bright colors. This feels real. And like I said, everybody did dive deep into their characters, except Muhammad Ali. But as far as the music is concerned, I love that too. It's fantastic. I love a great score, good composition, soundtrack, all of that. The person behind it is named Scott Bomer. He was part of Hustle and Flow as well, and Soul Man. So he's worked with these people. So they have that camaraderie, and it's all coming together. This is like perfect. So far, I loved it. And as far as the aesthetic, like you said, like the way it was shot too, there was a ton of montages, especially in the first episode. That really gets me going. It's real fast paced and not boring. I feel like every shot, every line of dialogue is useful. There's no filler or anything like that. So yeah, perfect for me as far as all that's concerned.
Absolutely. You better dance down there.
No. I just like taking care of people. I'm Gordon Williams.
Let's get into the Chicken Man. Let's get into the Chicken Man in Atlanta having the potential to be a Black Vegas. Are we feeling stupidity off of Chicken Man or just pure, strong ambition? That man got a dream. From Chicken Man all the way down to Gordon. We're a numbers runner. We're a family man. A dream, 2 women, 3 kids, and an opportunity to be a patsy of a lifetime. Gordon got a double life. I'm here for Gordon. I'm here for Kevin in this role. I am here for Kevin in this role. As I said when I discussed this previously with B, y'all go check that out too. Kevin shines the most to me when he gets to play against type. I do, like his comedy, and I know that that's what he's known for. And this is just as funny. There are moments in the show where I found myself cackling, but the characters that he are surrounded by and what he needs to be in the show to really drive a character like Gordon home. We meet Gordon at gunpoint. Like he about to get taken out by D. Samuel Jackson. So this man is, bidding for his life. And I just love all of this. I love anytime he gets to play, a fatherhood, an action situation, something with drama, and he just really has to push himself. I love Kevin in this role. B, what do you think about Kevin here? And it's just this double life he's leading. Like, what do you think about these women also?
Yes. Other than the double life, because I don't approve of that personally, I'm loving his character and I want him to win. And no, I don't sense some stupidity from him at all. I sense a ton of ambition and I respect it. He wants to do well for Black people and, give his people an opportunity. So, hey, a Black Vegas, Frank did have bigger dreams and, aspirations. We'll talk about that. But he's doing something right. He's able to keep, even though he has a double life, he's able to keep both of his women happy to a degree. That's not a hard thing that's not an easy thing to do, to, have a wife and kids at home and, your colleague, your coworker, whatever, you messing around with her too. So, but at least it seems like he don't seem like he's fumbling. It seems like, at least he's satisfying both parties. So you can look at it that way. But I love his hustler mentality. I like the way he's able to think on his feet. When he was at the game and he got his wife's binoculars and was like, "Oh, okay, there's a senator, and then there's my janitor friend, and there's Frank. If I I can create a situation." He almost succeeded, So I like that. I'm always gonna love a character like that, and I'm really happy for Kevin Hart too, because lately he's been really showing his acting chops. I like him more as an actor than a comedian. Not saying that he's not funny, but I just appreciate this more. We have this role, True Story with Wesley Snipes, and what was it, Fatherhood? I mean, knocking him out the park. You know what I'm saying? And so far, this, as far as the acting, is not as great as those films, but it's still damn good. So I'm here for this 100%. Hopefully he survives. I'll be sad if he doesn't.
Kay, the church needs a Ruth Gordon. Are you here for Kevin Hart in this role? And do you think Faye knows about his double life? Is she just completely unaware, or does she know anything?
I'm pretty sure that she had that woman's instinct and discernment. But this was back in the day. It took a little bit more to get receipts. Okay. She couldn't go check his Instagram. She couldn't check his cell phone or nothing like that. One of her homegirls couldn't send her a video or a picture saying, "I see him with so-and-so." So it take a little bit more to get receipts to prove something that you might know, because she couldn't have took this information to him without having concrete evidence of what you're doing, because clearly he's a liar. So he could have wiggled his way out of it. He has a hustler mentality, and it reminds me of people that are just like the street people, the hood people, the gangsters. It's like all this knowledge and intelligence, but you're putting it in the wrong area. Like if we could put it towards some legal stuff and something positive, you could really, really be successful. So his hustler mentality was there. It was just in the wrong direction. And she was on to him a long time, but she needed that one last piece to really drive it home before she know that man. He done already got locked up before. She know he was gonna lie if she brought it to him without no evidence.
I feel like Faye is one of them. Like, long as you come home to me, I don't care what you do. You can do whatever you want. Don't bring me back nothing. Don't bring me back nothing, and come back in this house on time. When you're in here, you're Gordon. When you're out there, you're chicken coop. Ashley, what did you think about this? And what role do you feel like Vivian is playing in Chicken Man's life?
Yeah, I mean, you have it right there in the little box there, bottom B, for sure, because she's not looking at it on the romantical side, right? So we know Faye knew. Faye been knew. Faye is happy in her life with her white picket fence, like church board. She's happy and content as long as he's there with her, right? At church on Sunday, she's good to go. I think that that par for the course back then. As long as you're doing what you need to do for this household, I'm not going to let you go to the next woman. I can know about her all day, but just don't let her know her place. And I think when you go back to this time period, Vivian is a perfect example of aside somebody who knew their place, right? And their role. She wasn't gonna mess up what was going on at home, because we have this business arrangement. It's putting money in my pocket, right? I'm growing, like I'm doing what I want to do. Okay. And we know where she came from as we got a little dance a little bit later on. So I think she liked Chicken Man for all of his quirks. And I think, a double life is a major character flaw. That was the time in the space that he was operating in. And I think she was content there.
I just love the ability, because we've seen these actors, in fact, especially when you get into Taraji, Kevin, Terrence, and different roles together, the fact that they could all just mix it up and be whatever to each other, like, they're just so good. Taraji is just so good, because even with her here, I ain't think about Suge. I ain't think about his heart out here for him one time, and her and Terrence was in the same vicinity. That is absolutely amazing to do. Let me read this super chat from DeMarcus Vaughn. Thank you so much, DeMarcus, for the $2. Who y'all favorite character on Fight Night? Mine is Willie Black. I think I have a slide in here for Willie Black stating that he is my favorite character, along with, a couple other people. But I love somebody who is unpredictable. I love a problematic character. He's a hothead. We don't know what he's going to do. It's Willie Black for me. Ashley, who's your favorite character?
Oh, Lamar Big Fine, but Maxine probably. I enjoyed Maxine. I enjoyed that Titan right fro, ready to swing on him. I loved her down real bad.
Okay, who's your favorite character?
I are we looking at these first 3 episodes? Or, let me see.
First three. Who's your favorite so far?
I'm gonna say this. I love Sam Jackson this series. I just even when he seems nefarious, his line delivery at all times is going to deliver for me. So I loved his character. Lucas Frank. He was Frank. This I actually like
Lucas. You over there?
Look, it's a lot of gangbangers in these things. But I absolutely I love what he brought to the world. And I don't care when people say Sam Jackson gonna play Sam Jackson. Okay, that's what we needed for this series. Okay, we needed him to be just that right here.
And B, what about you?
Oh man, I gotta change it. Ashley, you took my not Ashley K. I'm sorry, you took mine. It was Frank. Frank Moulton with Sam. He's serious. I love him. And I feel what you're saying about people saying he played the same role, but he's dope. Oh, real quick though, I gotta say, Tyra, Willie Black is I hate him. Like,
I love Willie Black.
Like, oh man, I just hate greedy people and driven people. I respect your reasoning though. I do. And I like your pick too, Ashley. But I'm gonna change it up though. I'm gonna say David Banner as one of the gangsters. His line
that was my second favorite.
In front of some bitches, I was rolling because
that was my follow-up.
That's not a good look. Y'all supposed to be the baddest, and they get away. So I felt his passion in the scene. So I'm gonna say David Banner's character.
Yeah, him and Sam Jackson was delivering those lines. I don't care.
Yeah, absolutely. I love when somebody can disappear into a character. And for a moment, I had to run back. I was like, is that David Banner? I think that's David Banner, but I am not sure. You guys remember to run it up and support the channel as much as you can and support the people here on this panel. That's whether you're commenting below, subscribing to everybody. Everybody's link is down there. Super chatting, Cash App, and showing love in every single way that you can. We will be right back. Take a look at these fine women and, you honky, send us a dime. Job turkeys. We'll be right back.
That night, there were good shits around. I was super geek. Cash flowing, money flowing. Yeah, that's a super week. Got him for the 26.5. Now that's super cheap. Can't you tell? I'm just looking for a super freak. Super freak. Super freak. Yeah, you know I want a super freak. Super freak. Yeah, you know I need a super freak. Super freak. Yeah, you know I want a super freak. Super freak. Yeah, you know I need a. What it do? What it is? What you working with? Every time you see me, I'm grinding. Stay on that work. All I ever wanted a bad a Chanel bag. Street niggas want her cause they know she got Chanel swag. Straight like that, I with her the long way. Been bragging to my partners, I've been talking about her all day. Pull up in that super coupe, you know them diamond glistening. Too much money in the room, guess I hit her in the kitchen. Didn't get her to myself, man. I ain't hit that.
Oh, the way I love me some 70s fine. When I tell you Maxine is 70s fine. Maxine is what'd you say, B?
I said that was wonderful. That was wonderful.
Oh, okay, thank you, B. Maxine is 70s fine all day long.
Cadillac controls New Jersey, but they already coming.
Now look at here. English mother, do you speak it? Samuel Jackson gonna show up and give us that Pulp Fiction. It's same new wig, same Samuel. And we love it. We absolutely adore it. Black Mafia leader, constant menacing threat. Play with Frank Moulton and die. ATL is the dream. Terrence, aka Cadillac, is wearing that mother effing wig. Now look at here. I love Samuel Jackson. I love the wig. I need to just do a collage of all of Samuel Jackson's looks and wigs. They love to put a good wig, a good hairpiece on that man, and he transforms with it into a new character. We're gonna give you the same cadence, the same line delivery, and the same octaves in that voice, and it just fits. I don't know. It just fits, and I'm not at all tired of it. I love how they're set up here. You get the point. They are very menacing figures. They all come in, your life is on the line if you mess up with them. If you cross anybody, you just gonna die and that's it. So it heightens the tension for Chicken Man to get everything right, especially when we already know that he is living on a wing and a prayer. But that's what we get into the ambitious side, maybe being a negative thing for him. Every single person from, the wife to Vivian to Silky here, sit down, just sit down, host this party, leave it alone. you're doing too much. You're getting too big. You got too much dip on your chip. Sit on down, Chicken Man. But Chicken Man sees this as an opportunity to be more than what he currently is because he just isn't satisfied with his current life. Kay, how are you feeling about Sam Jackson, Terrence Howard, all the men's is here? How you feel?
I loved it. And I feel like when there's a genuine friendship among people, you can just tell. You can tell they had a lot of fun making this movie together. You could tell when this movie was casted, they said, you know, we about to get out here and show out. Let me tell you, Terrence Howard was flipping that wig. He's still wearing that wig on the red carpet. Like that's his hair at this point. That is him. So like everybody's chemistry is so good. Like they bounce off of each other so well. And it's like you can tell, like, if I'm gonna go this hard, okay, now I gotta step it up and I gotta go this hard. So I think that's a benefit of having a cast where these people have worked together and known each other for years. So, you know, shout out to the casting director for being able to cultivate and foster this rapport that these people have had for many, many years, except Ali. I had to throw that in there.
Oh man, Kay. Let us get to that man first. I'm here for it. I do love the that's when we get more into the blaxploitation side, when we have that montage of them making phone calls and we have the introduction of everybody in their own cities, and you get Clifton Powell being Pinky Mushmouth. I don't know what Clifton Powell is over there doing. That's Pinky Daddy or somebody. I don't know what's happening, but it was giving Pinky in a mixture of Mushmouth and doing what it needed to do. And of course, we've already spoken on David Banner, but I love that. Ashley, how are you feeling about Sam Jackson and the boys?
Oh, I loved this. I loved this crew. I thought that they really embodied these characters, right? Because we know that this is based on actual events, right? And so I loved how they just went all the way in with their character development for each of these. I believe Terrence Howard, honey. Mm-hmm. I believe Sam Jackson as Frank, as the boss, even with his little skunk stripe. I was here for all of this. And what was interesting to me is that you kind of even outside of the gruffness, because these are all gangsters, right? Frank being the top. I really enjoyed his Lola Falana moment in him like simping over her. I just love that duality, right? Like he's so hard on the outside. He's really to unalive anybody who gets in the way. But for her, baby, it's whatever you want. It's whatever you want, Chicken Man. Sure. You can host the party. I loved that.
Yeah, I think that duality will come back up later, and he has to have that to, you know, blow somebody's brains out in one breath and then in the same breath save Chicken Man. Because I like what you said. Get on up off your knees, baby. Come on, we can go. Let's go to the party. Let's go to the function. B, how are you feeling about Sam Jackson and everybody else here?
Yeah, that photo that you had up earlier was perfect. I mean, and Kay, you said it, like, this is not work for them. This is a kickback party. You know what I'm saying? They're like, hell yeah. They just happen to get a check as a bonus, you know? And I feel blessed that we actually get to see it, because as far as I'm concerned, this is just, you know, not all of them, but, you know, some of the best, you know, all collaborating together. I'm pretty sure that Terrence Howard did keep that wig, and if they didn't let him, you know, he probably fought and, you know, and snuck it out. But no, you both before me took the words right out of my mouth. This is perfect. Samuel Jackson is great. You know, and I even just talking about David Banner still, you know, he's able to keep up with all these legends. Yeah. You know, it tells me that he is comfortable. You know, he may not have been able to do that with anybody else, but he probably felt at home, and it just came out all natural. So perfect.
Yeah, I love it. I love actually speaking on that duality, because Frank is very much so Frank and a gangster and all of this, but he's trying to venture into Atlanta and do business the right way and get away from that. And everybody, as we could see, like, they're not seeing the vision. Like, why are we here in this little podunk Atlanta town? This is prior to Atlanta becoming what it was, but he saw the vision, and Chicken Man saw the vision, and that, you know, low-key saved Chicken Man's butt, because, baby, he stood all the way down. But this here, I need y'all to go get this man a job, okay? That is it. That is all. I need some more of this brother, okay? This man here, and I thought it was funny because y'all, when we talked about it, we were like, oh, they need why he ain't a Marvel here. He was in Endgame. He's this thing, whatever this is. Y'all know I don't be over there with the Marvel folks, but he's that thing there. That's him.
Really?
Yes. I
Wow.
was like, yo, he was a part of the universe. He was just, so covered up that we couldn't see him. But I even could have taken him as that menacing. He could have been Frank. Like, he is really doing something for me in these subtleties of being like, he's just the muscle. And, like, hey, when I tell him go, I suggest you run because he going to collect the body if I say so. But I just love this. And I need y'all to get this man some more work. Anybody want to see anything else on his brother?
I told y'all that's Mercer in The Walking Dead. That's when I first seen him and was like, okay,
I need him on the screen. I need this man to get a role. This is an action. This is a hero. What are we doing with this man?
He was an action. He was like the leader of the Commonwealth military in The Walking Dead. So they gave my boy a good role, and he made it and survived to the end. Spoiler alert! But they ain't even kill your boy off like this. Like, they gave him a strong role. Like, they knew not to play with this man.
Fine, Kay. What you saying, B?
Yeah, they definitely need to include him in some type of comic book superhero property because he is it. He was very intimidating and strong, and he was responding to the snap of another man, but still like able to seem super duper masculine. Like, it wasn't like weak or anything. Like a dog. It was just like he's a demon off the leash, and I was like, Jesus. So. Definitely. I don't remember seeing him in anything else. This is, of course, I didn't know that was him in the CGI there. And I kind of gave up on The Walking Dead a while ago. So I think it was before he popped up. But I mean, this is my first introduction to him. And I'm a fan. So get him more work. Get him more work.
Ashley, speak on the fine brother.
I was just gonna say he's big fine, and that beard connects. Do you see it? Do you see it? That's beautiful. No, I think there was like a quietness about his character that I really enjoyed. He didn't have a ton of lines, but his presence was looming, and you felt him when he entered a scene. And just kudos to this black man. We love you, black man.
We do. Don't shoot this brother. Don't shoot this brother. We need him to go all the way through to the end. Don't shoot this brother. Shout out to the 97 people here. Run it up. We would love to see 100 people in this live. We love to see that. Go ahead and run that up. I just had to bring that brother up because, baby. But I just let me take this brother down because this is a fun affair. It is.
Now, Tara, you have to be a DJ. Like,
I am a DJ. I am not a DJ. I've heard that before though. Like, you a DJ? No, I'm not a DJ. I love music though. B. I don't know if you've seen Shaft from 1971, but if you had to choose a versus in this moment, which film would it be?
I feel like I'm gonna lose subscribers, but I've only seen the 2000 version. I haven't seen.
It's cool. It's no pressure.
I gotta go with Samuel, just because that's the only one I've seen. So yeah, it's 71, the original. It's on the list. It's on the list. I'll get to it.
Yes, with the Richard, R.I.P. to Mr. Richard Roundtree. Kay, if you had to choose, which Shaft are you going with?
I've only seen the original one time, and I tried to get into the Samuel L. Jackson one. It didn't hold my attention, so I'm gonna have to give it to the original one. Plus, I mean, he introduced us to the song. How you that is a legendary song right there.
What song? Okay, what's the song? Okay, we don't know it. Can you sing it?
You damn right.
You risk his life for the brother, man.
Shaft.
Oh, yeah. They say this is a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
You gotta give it up to the original just for that alone.
Ashley, if you had to choose, which one are you choosing?
Now, you know me better than that. I love Samuel L. real bad. But we going back to 1971 because the only one that understands him is his woman. And Richard Roundtree was big fine. And he was whooping everybody. Like that original leather jacket, the pork chop sidebar, like it's going to deliver every single time. Like,
absolutely.
That was perfection for me.
I gotta pick it on GP, not for it just being, the Shaft, but that was there were like some blaxploitation movies before Shaft, but Shaft literally opened up the floodgates, and we got all of those great films after that. Definitely gonna go with Shaft. Shaft is absolutely iconic, but Samuel L. Jackson did his thing in 2000, and I love me some what you in here for, income tax evasion. I love that scene. I love that scene. We gonna love us some Jeffrey every single time. Thank you. Let me read this from DeMarcus. Thank you so much for the $2. I wish Andre, Melvin, Greg had a bigger role. Is that the brother I just had up? I'm like, no, that's not the brother. Who's Andre? Who's Melvin Greg? Anybody know what it is?
I'm looking it up right now.
Is that the baby they keep saying? Is the cute he was in giving Big Mama to work in the trailer? Is that him?
Hold on, let me see.
AKA Man Boy.
Yes, that's Man Boy from Snowfall.
I knew it looked familiar. Yes. Well, I don't know. We still got some episodes left, Marcus. Maybe he'll, pop out a little bit more. I know they didn't bring anybody here to waste them at all. Everybody is good because it's a lot of characters, but I'm sure they'll make sure that everybody gets a little bit of screen time. And thank you so much for that. Oh man, yeah. Maybe we gonna have a blaxploitation night or something. We most definitely are because I think you're gonna love them.
With it, you going down there and take it up with the suspension board. That's the spirit.
Don Cheadle is in the house. Love me some Don Cheadle. Detective J.D. Hudson navigating in the system. When will Captain do something for me? Never, because Captain don't care nothing about you. Aligning himself with the enemy for change. The acceptable Negro and a product of his time. Now, I was really identifying with old Don Cheadle as Hudson here because, he's a man of his third time. Like, I'm trying to work within the system and change it. Hoping that if he gets, close enough to a certain position, close enough to this captain and does the best he can in his job, he'll be, promoted. He'll be taken seriously. He'll be, able to throw his weight around and get racist like this gentleman back here fired. Do you guys not value me? No, they don't, baby. They do not. And you're just here to say that we have a black brother on the staff, but it takes a minute. I think we're going to have him have a revelation and realize that he isn't valued in this space, and to maneuver in this world, he has to maybe align himself differently with other people because Captain ain't going to do nothing that's not going to benefit him. But love him, love the situation with the wife, and I'm here for them working and having them good government jobs, trying to make a change out there. Ashley, what did you think about Don Cheadle?
So here's the thing. Detective Hudson ticked me off a little bit because especially as it relates to the whole guarding of Muhammad Ali, right? And this idea, that he's a draft dodger, he's all of these negative things. And so we see him enter into that situation with so much judgment. And I get it was the times, but something in me was just like, come on, man. And I did like some of their heart-to-heart moments, and I like how you kind of saw over time his facade crack a little bit. So I will say I am here for an arc in a character. And I enjoy Don Cheadle whenever I see him. I mean, he never does injustice to any role I've seen him in. So kudos to him. Yes. And I love his wife in this. I loved it. I love their partnership. I love the little comedic moments that we got in these first couple of episodes. Here for it.
I can't say I don't think the Don we're meeting here, this Hudson, I don't think we're going to end with this Hudson. I think he's in for a while, for like a rude awakening, especially when we have Ronrico. Shout out to Ronrico here as the senator, whoever he is. Maybe he's doing his job in the show, telling him that, you either get with it or you're going to get left behind. Atlanta has potential and it's going to be the black Mecca, the black center for a lot of businesses, putting black people in positions of power. What you're trying to align yourself with this job for, eventually it won't even matter. So calm down. B, what you think about Don?
I'm loving the performance, and I love Don Cheadle, and I definitely want an arc. But I'm 50-50 with this character, because it broke my heart the way he treated Chicken Man, called him hoodlum, and he really enjoyed it and knew that was just like a little dagger, a little knife going to his body every time he said it. It's kind of like how people can use the N-word. That's exactly what he was doing. So I don't like to see all of that. But at the same time, it is kind of in the times. I do like the relationship that he has with his wife. They bump heads, which is normal. And even the whole, hey, is Meatloaf okay? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I see you at the crib. That was so cute. Adorable, And I like the fact that, they can, raise their voice, and scream and kind of holler, but it's, it's still love there. It's not, disrespectful. And they know that. You just like, hey, this is just her or him getting something off their chest. And that's kind of what I'm here for. But as far as the rude awakening, like, I think he already knows because when he was in the basement, when they found the body at the party, I think in episode 3, he was working with the other rookie cop. He was like, "Hey man, are you gonna be able to step it up, because it's just gonna be us. They don't care about the victims or what's really going on. This is kind of an optics thing." And so we'll see, because he did kind of get what he wanted at the end too. And but let me stop. I mean, he is going to have there is going to be an arc with his character. I actually will be disappointed if it wasn't towards the end. So I don't know, maybe he'll come around and I'll like him 100%, but I'm still kind of 50-50.
Kay, what about you?
You playing your role well when you don't like the person, because I did not like Mr. Officer here at the beginning. I always, it's like, why when they give these black men these officer roles, they feel like the blue outshine the black. Sir, you still black, and they know you black, but you trying to prove to the other black people that you got some kind of power over them. It don't ever work in your favor, because when the blue turn their back on you, you're gonna go right back over to what? The black people. So he was really selling it, because I was side-eyeing him for a good little minute. Like,
I love
this, you're not working for me. So that shows he did what needed to be done in this role.
An incredible actor. I love me some Don Cheadle. I just love them all here in the shows. I love seeing all these big names go over the TV.
Y'all can breathe now. The Black Adonis has arrived.
Okay, I put him in the middle, so we got trying to ease on into Mr. Muhammad here. The champ is here in Atlanta. Is mad. Hudson, you ain't nothing but an overseer. You are my enemy, not any Vietnam or Chinese. I mean, he wasn't gonna get drafted. Ali was not getting drafted and going to fight anybody's fight. Child, y'all ain't even fighting for me here. Why am I going to fight somewhere? Y'all know my enemy. My enemy is right here at home. So, of course, this has put a whole target on his back to where he's not beloved by every single person walking. Some people just have a disdain for him, all the way down to the point of not even wanting him in the city of Atlanta for a fight, at which, of course, he is guarded by the Officer Hudson. But I immediately when his brother came on the screen, respect to this brother, I was like, who's this? Is what? Who this for? Because this cannot be Muhammad Ali. Now, I could see the strong efforts. I could see everything that he was trying to do. You could tell that he did study him. You could tell, especially when he was sparring in the ring and we got to the actual fight with Jerry Court. I was like, I see it, but it's not coming together. I even pleaded with myself. I was like, you know what? Just wait, just chill on this episode, because eventually, there's no real reason for Ali to be, the main focus here. We ain't gonna see him that much. Child, we saw him way more than I anticipated, and every single moment was cringeworthy for me, and I hated this for this young man, because you could see that he was trying, but I felt like image-wise, since that wasn't there and he didn't feel strong in the character, he was trying to kind of make up for whatever maybe he felt like he was lacking, and it kind of came off unnatural. Ashley.
Oh Lord, you came to me first. Yeah, no disrespect to this young actor. You know what I mean? I hope that he gets many more. You're petty.
I don't care.
You're petty. And I hope that he gets many more roles in the future. I think they did him a disservice, honestly, casting him in this role, because Muhammad Ali is such a well-known figure. I think they had opportunities to utilize his talent in the script elsewhere. This just didn't do it, and I hate that for him. No disrespect to this actor, but it just didn't connect. Literally every time I saw him, like I said, I rolled my eyes in the darkness. I was just thrown off. Like, I was just completely thrown off by him. And there were some important moments. Like, I think he was so important to Detective Hudson's change of heart, and his change throughout these first 3 episodes. They could have done this better. Like I said, y'all could have went to Godfather of Harlem and casted that young Muhammad Ali. I think that was a great option. I mean, there's so many other movies who have gotten the casting right, especially since, I'm going to say that. I'm going to leave it at that. Just why? Why, Bly?
So that ain't Bo Kim. Y'all gonna tell me that ain't? I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. That's Bo Kim.
Put the slide back. You can put it back, because you know that was Bo Kim.
They have the same like voice, like the flexion of the voice and everything. It's not. It looked and sounded like Bokeem Woodbine trying to be Muhammad Ali, and it just took me out. B, what did you think about this young man trying to?
Unfortunately, this is the worst Muhammad Ali impersonation ever on any film or television in the history of cinema, and that really stinks. I don't know where they draw. I don't understand because you have literally the greatest black actors of all time, and then you do this. I don't know if they just ran out of money and had to hire somebody that wasn't that expensive. He was in the Maze Runner.
Yes, he was.
Fry Pan, and I don't remember him.
There ain't no Fry Pan looking a hot mess in this movie.
Yeah.
Hey.
But it didn't work. It didn't work, and I feel sorry for him. But we have to be honest. This just was not it in the slightest. So,
Yes,
sorry, my guy.
Bree, I see you down there. I mentioned the Ali from One Night in Miami. Also, it was just down to the voice, all the way down to his smaller stature. It just wasn't giving heavyweight champion. Kay, be nice.
Do you have to skip me? This is the worst celebrity casting since Flex playing Michael Jackson.
Oh, all right.
He couldn't be any further from Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali prided himself off of being pretty, and he knew he was light-skinned. He prided himself off of being a good-looking man. His daughter prided herself off of being good look because her daddy, they know that they was pretty. Ain't nothing. He is not giving I'm pretty in the ring. Okay, he's not giving that at all. His accent was like a caricature. Okay, if we wanted somebody to sound like Ali, we could have got any comedian and they could have did a voice impression and been 10 times better. Y'all had enough, but y'all could have spared some of the budget from some of these other people. How much did it cost you to get Terrence Howard, Taraji, and Sam Jackson? Because I know y'all didn't have nothing left for Ali with One Night in Miami, Godfather of Harlem. Y'all could even went and got Will Smith. He ain't doing nothing right now but Bel Air. I'm pretty sure he would have hopped on the film and been better than this guy right here. He was Oscar nominated for that. But y'all chose this person? Who was he? Had to be the second or the third choice. Because the first choice, I know it couldn't have been this person. He might have stepped up and said, hey, you know what? You ain't got to pay me as much as that other guy. I do it. And they should have said no.
Shout out to at this moment, the 100 people here in this live. We absolutely love to hit that like button if you loving what Kay had to say. Let me read the super chat because Kay said absolutely not. I just saw Bokeem, and when I see Bokeem, and I love him as an actor also, I can't see and hear that and then try to give Muhammad Ali.
Did you see the faces he was making? He was making faces like Chris Rock and I'm gonna get you, sucker. Why are you making those faces? Muhammad Ali didn't look nothing like that. Why was you looking like that in this? I don't understand. No, he ain't studying no Ali. I don't know what he studied.
He said, "How much for
it
one
wasn't
rib?
Cassius Clay who he studied. It wasn't him.
Can I get a rib? Just put it in my
That's
hand."
exactly how he can get one rib.
I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna play with you. This is not the time. This is not the day. Thank you so much, Dane C, for the $5. Peace, Tyra, Brandon, Ashley, and Kay. Just finished watching Fight Night. It's fire, man. In my Terrence Howard, man. I know Don Cheadle happy to not be doing Marvel. Absolutely. You know, he might be a little tired. Child, let me show y'all some love. I absolutely love this panel. Absolutely love everybody for being here. And we love more than anything the 100 people who are currently in this chat. Keep running it up. Keep showing us some love. And we will definitely be right back. Come out with the karate. Pop out.
Who said they got him off of Temu?
I'm not reading it. I'm not reading none of that. Hey, I'm not.
Your playlist, man. I know you got
We also have, a lot of other folks here, a lot of key players. I am a lover of, Miss Lola Falana here, and Lori showed up and gave us a little Lola. She was just enough. Lori is not an actress per se, but she did what she needed to do, and I didn't think she was bad for them. They gave her just enough dialogue for it to be okay. I wasn't mad at it. Does she look like? Well, we didn't get into that. As I stated, Ron Rico is doing what he needs to do with this role. I hope we get to see more of him. I am loving him in this Atlanta adjacent type of accent he has going on here. But we do get into the rest of Gordon's journey to Frank. We are seeing him kind of use and try to get closer via all of these people here. Not only do we have Silky just wants him to sit down. Silky threatens him like, if you don't sit down, I'm not doing nothing to get you closer to Frank. If you mess up, what does that mean for me? Sit all the way down. The opportunity is not there. He don't want nothing you got, chicken man. But he got Miss Lola over there, Miss Lola Falana, and that made the ears perk up. But not only do we have threats from that, but we got little Miami down here, all the way from Miami to Atlanta. You need to pay. What I need to pay you for? You need to pay me. You have a party, you not pay me. Like, no. What are we paying you for? I need you to get this man up off of me, Frank. Let me get Lola so you can get that off of me. And also just listen to me. And then we have the janitor up here. The janitor is just absolutely comedy. Him and his pen. the plan was going oh so smoothly until he rolled up and said, that's the janitor. Oh, I like this. Shoot, the sharpest I ever seen this janitor. I was like, oh, we were almost home. We were almost home, but that was absolutely funny. Just another little notch for them to just feel like, chicken man, you ain't worth, the money you could be printed on. Get out my face. You don't have nothing to offer me. You coming over here with lies and game. But he is trying. I admire Chicken Man's aspiration in the way that his mind thinks, but I think it's going to possibly get him into trouble. Kay, what did you think about some of these characters and mainly just Gordon and him using everybody to get to where he needs to be or trying to?
I really liked Silky. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, that was my guy. I like Silky. Ron Rico Lee. I need him to have more roles to show his acting chops because he ain't new to this game. He's been here for a while, but he's always been like in the shadows. So I need him to have more roles where they can showcase him. So whoever decided to put him in the movie, a good job for you. I guess they needed a pretty face, so Lori, but anybody could have played that role. We didn't necessarily need her in this. Maybe I'm hating, possibly, but we didn't really need Lori.
You are, and we all know why you hating, Kay. You do not have dibs on Michael B. Jordan. B, what did you think about these people here?
Yeah, Lori as Lola. I mean, very attractive. That this sense a little hate, but I loved it when she popped up. I was like, oh, she's quite nice. I mean, I like all types of flavors, but she's one of them. And like y'all, man, Ron Rico is dope as hell. I like his energy. I've never seen him in a role like this before, and I want more of it. I'm really interested in seeing, what his character is going to turn into. With him being the senator, is he going to be a help, an asset to the community, or is he going to be trying to rub elbows with the white man? And see, and it could go that way. Silky is funny too, man, because he's just fed up with Chicken Man. It's like, bruh, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Just my goodness gracious, he's always leaving him on red. And I like the janitor. I gotta love hate with him because he's a nice man, innocent, just minding his own business. He was brought into this, but I'm just like, God, just say what he says. It's not that difficult. And what's the guy at the bottom? What's his name again? Hernando or what was it?
Hernando.
Oh yeah, he got what he deserved. I don't know what he was doing.
You got to pay. You come, you host the party, you no pay me. No, I no pay you.
He was hard, so he bit off more than he can chew and got the bullet. So.
Ashley, what about you? You no pay me? You host party in Atlanta? You no pay me, Ashley?
You said we're neighbors. You don't know how this works. I actually thought that was funny and random, and especially if that really happened. And thank you for doing the real Lola Falana here because she is a great beauty, and I hope that this show actually made people look up who she was because she was a movement and an icon all within herself. Lori Harvey, hey. It is they did what they did, right? Lori's a beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. Ron Rico, though. Okay, this is a long way from Sister Sister. I loved him in this. I want to see more of this. I want to see him in everything now. This is what we call range, right? He's usually like the guy
Yes.
next door, like the
Yes.
best friend of the
Mhm.
main, but I would love to see him front and center. Give this man a lead. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
As far as Gordon or AKA Chicken Man's journey, I love that he had a vision that was bigger than himself, but I will say I don't think it made him stupid, but I think it made him blind. He got a lot of signs through this journey that this might not be the best way to have his vision go about. But when you have that laser focused tunnel vision, sometimes this is what happens. He had the gift of gab though, baby, and he made it shake. So you can't really fault him for that.
Let me read these super chats because I see Dane in here. Dane in here trolling as usual. Y'all hating hard on fake Ali, man. Oh, man. And we're going to continue to do it. Thank you so much, Dane C, for the $2. Bree coming back because she got to talk smack with him. You didn't even believe that foolishness, Dane. Absolutely. Never did. he didn't believe it, Bree. He never does, but he going to keep going. Let me see. Where was all this smoke when Chavante played Mike, man? I talked about the show when he played Mike Tyson. Go run it up and check it out, Dane. There was some smoke. And I wasn't mad at Chavante. I didn't think he did a bad job. And Lori did what she needs to do. Lori was here to be fine, and she was fine. And that's all we needed. We need nothing else. Thank you so much, Dane, for showing us some love. Oh, man. And I get it more into these folks. Like, yeah, this was good. I had to put a real picture of Lola here. I went back to find some photos of Lola, so we got to put it here. But we do also learn at this fight that the two of them have history. Gordon and Hudson's history, pigs and hoodlums. And that's pretty much sums it up. Hoodlum, pig, like. And I feel like they are putting this here to eventually Chicken Man is gonna have everybody at his neck, and he's gonna need some help. And I think we're gonna get into like a buddy cop situation. I could be wrong, but I don't know. It's giving me past, it's gonna be conflict, and then in some way they're gonna meet because, like you said, Hudson was taking, a lot of pride in this hoodlum, taking a lot of pride in this moment because he identifies himself as something else, but not just really even seeing the potential in Chicken Man and who he truly is. And he just sees, everything for just one way, aside from when, stuff's gonna go astray at that police department. Then he's gonna, maybe look a little bit more towards his own. But I think that's where we're leading up to. But we do find out, Gordon had been in jail. He did. Hold on, let me take this back here. Because, baby, the way they tried to dead presidents this moment.
I told Anthony I didn't want nothing to do with a crazy, devil-filled junkie.
What? Now say some more. I'll knock your ass right back down, fake ass wannabe preacher, no members having mother.
All right. Mac is clearly our Anthony. Getting all over into more so episode 2. Mac is our Anthony. They dead presidents this whole situation. I wasn't mad at it though. I was not mad at it. If you are familiar with Anthony and dead presidents, back from the war, Vietnam, you got the girlfriend, the wife, the kids. You got a lot riding on things, and you just, you're desperate. You need some funds, and at which we get into a heist type situation. But I feel like this plan was doomed all the way from the beginning because ain't nobody trusting this individual down there. We already knew he has a plan, and Kevin Hart's character is the perfect patsy and all these other things, but I can't say that I trust him as far as Mac is concerned. And I feel like he has some nefarious things happening, because why is all this planning happening, all this robbery happening? You presented it to me, but you are nowhere in sight. That's not making sense to me. B, what did you think about Mac here and just this whole plan and us meeting our team?
Yeah, I like Mac, but at the same time, you are not the brightest, sir. If somebody's going to come to you with a plan and then not be there, just say, hey, I'm going to go get on a flight. So you should have abandoned ship right there. But it does suck the position he's in. I respected the fact at first that he was like, no, I'm going to turn it down. I'm a stand-up citizen now. The guy didn't even beg him. He just decided. I started like, oh, I changed my mind. I'm like, wait a minute, stand your ground. But I like him for that. Other than his occupation, I respect the fact that he tried to at least go give his daughter, a little bear. I don't know how consistent he is. You can't be doing that just 2 or 3 times a year and expect that to work. But I don't know. They didn't dive that deep into his character, but maybe he will. As far as the mother is concerned, like as long as he's not abusive, verbally or physically, she should let him, see his little girl. But again, not unless it's only like 2 or 3 times a year. That's causes confusion or something. But Mac, he cool though. He seemed like he got a level head, but yeah, him trusting the other guy down there was very, very foolish. So
it's just desperate. Like, even if that was the case, and it's like, oh, it's gonna be the party of the century. It's gonna be some high rollers. Like, okay, who's in there? I want to know. At least let me know who's gonna be in there. He just didn't ask enough questions, and I know that's probably because he's desperate. Kay, what did you think about our team here and Mac as our leader?
When they come up with these heists and plans, do they ever sit and say, let me create a pros and a cons list to see if the cons outweigh the pros? Because they just be like, we're desperate for some money. We're going to come up on a good lick. Everybody going to get paid. But then did we have a conversation about what could go wrong? Because that's usually what happens more than things go right. Nobody wants to talk about, because then you're being negative. Then you're trying to bring us down and ruin the plan. For the amount of intelligence it takes to come up with a heist, you would think that you would make it foolproof, and they fail on that part. Like, if you got a lot riding on it, you need money, you got a family to take care of, you got to pay this bill, somebody's sick, somebody mama needs something, and the only option you have is to go rob some people, especially when you think this is going to be a good idea. You right, like you said, they weren't asking enough questions. They weren't asking the right questions in order to make this plan actually really work. It's like, okay, we got a half-cocked idea. Let's roll with it.
Ashley, what about you? What did you think about this situation, and what did you think of Chloe here? We do have Chloe Bailey here, but they lost me with the robbery. We had little baby down there. He could spot the fuzz from a mile away. Okay, well, why he in the basement doing the robbery? Why he wasn't at the curb? That's where he was supposed to be. Y'all was supposed to have Melvin Gregg up there down there with a gun. Why y'all got these children down there? Ashley?
Tyra said you didn't ask all the questions. Who all gonna be there? That's what we need to know before we do anything. And again, I'm thinking in my mind, when you read $1 Million Heist and you read it, I'm thinking, oh, we're gonna get a little Ocean's action, right? Like, this is gonna be strategically planned out. We're gonna have the people that excel in all of these different areas. And again, when we get there, like, they didn't have a clue what was gonna happen. Like, how you gonna let the people know in advance and make them the host, and the host is opening the door scared, shaking their head like, no, y'all wanna leave? How are we supposed to party after y'all done scared us all? Like, it was just a bad plan in execution. As far as Chloe, her character was supposed to be like this tough, I carried a blade, I'm ready to snap. I don't know if I believed it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I believed it, because I think when Maxine was ready to get about that action, I think Lil Lena would have been, aka Chloe, would have been there on the ground. But yes, you had a bunch of babies. You had people with anxiety issues, other mental health issues down there.
They ain't weigh the pros and the cons.
It was just a bad look. And Mac, like, you're not going to make me like you. You're not going to make me like you. Romeo, thou art a villain. I will say I love the level of pettiness of his baby mama. I liked the whole, no, you can't see her. 2 minutes later, go out to the car. You can see her. Just make sure you got a place to stay and it's clean. Because, yeah, make him pay a little bit, because he been acting up.
Oh, Lord. She's coming in here with this. Do you look dusty? Your hair is under you about this painted bear up in here. Get out of here. I was like, dang, let that man see that kid before he out here acting reckless. And he was out here acting reckless anyway. She didn't say go do that. But yeah, big baby down here should have been on the street. Melvin should have been in the house. Old dude who was the big black man, he should have been in the house. I was like in the basement, like, would you put these keys down there to guard? It wasn't doing what I needed to do. But you know who was doing what I needed them to do, because they are my favorite character? It was Willie. Okay, I don't care what nobody say. I like Willie. Willie is a menace. Willie is a villain. Willie is a problem. Whatever decides to happen in episode 4 moving forward, Willie is gonna be a hazard to it. Like, he's a problem. as far as everybody here, I think we can anticipate what everybody's going to do. Mac here, he has his little hero good guy complex. Yes, we in the house, we slinging people around and pointing people at gun, and then we're going to try to be a savior and a good guy at the same time. Well, we don't want to kill anybody. Like, oh, okay, Mac. It's going to be, you know, one of those situations, and I know what we can expect more so from like Chicken Man or Frank. We know what they're going to do. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know what he's going to do, and I think that really makes for great storytelling. But, you know, if y'all don't like Willie Mac, that's okay. I take that. I would absolutely take that. He said, I can't stand
it. He's a good villain. I mean, I don't like him, his character, but I mean, he's a good villain. He's necessary to make the story juicy. So I'll give you that.
Child, JJ said, Willie sexy. Thank you. All right, it's Sheba, baby. It's Foxy. It's Coffee. It's Friday. It's everything you ever wanted to be. It's Jackie. Okay, Coffee. It's Pam Grier. Ashley, what is your favorite Pam Grier movie?
It's gonna be Foxy Brown. Iconic. Do you hear me? Pam Grier is that girl. Like she was probably my first real introduction into blaxploitation. I mean, where I'm slapping you and you rolling across the bed, across the room, kicking your platform boots up in the air. And I mean, makeup, snatched hair. I mean, nothing's out of place once you get up. You know what I mean? Or run into the bathroom, your whole shirt comes up and you're running, you know, just top. I mean, listen.
Finish this titties out because, you know, we got to run and we had to be exposed because it's blaxploitation and it's the 70s. It's just boobs galore for no reason. Love it.
She ate down. She was cussing you out from top to bottom. Like iconic. It was an era. It was.
Now, B, you can mention any movie that you want to. I know you're not into the blaxploitation as of yet, but I know you've seen some movies with Pam. What could you say was your favorite Pam Grier movie? It's muted. B. There you go.
My bad. I'm gonna say Foxy Brown too. Long time ago.
Oh, you saw that. You saw the titties, but you ain't seen none of them other movies.
That's what I'm gonna ride with.
Oh Lord. Kay, what about you?
See, I knew I was dressed for the time period because I knew you was gonna come up here doing the most with these I said, let me be ready for this today. With that being said, since we can pick any movie,
yeah, we can.
Me being the horror person, I gotta go with Scream, Blackula Scream. Gotta throw her in
Bones. I thought she was going to say Bones.
No, we gotta go back. I gotta go all the way back.
Scream. Love it. For me, because Coffee was that girl. I love Coffee. I love the soundtrack to Coffee. But I'm gonna go with Jackie Brown because they thought she was done. They thought she was done. Wasn't nobody checking for Pam. They wasn't giving her the respect that she was just due at the time. And what is his name? What is the director name? Quentin Tarantino rolled up and said, absolutely not. Got her, got Samuel, all of that good stuff, and brought her back into the stratosphere where she belonged. And that was just her comeback film, and she did well. It's just really, really great acting. I love her and Jackie Brown, but Coffee's always gonna be that girl. Love Coffee, love She Was Baby, Friday Foster, all of them.
White Mama, Black Mama.
I'm Black Mama, girl. Women in cages, just all kind of just derogatory. But I love it, and she just needs so much respect, and just movies like this, not movie shows. When I saw Miss Chloe pull that blade out, I was like, yes, even though it wasn't giving. If Maxine would have pulled it, I would have believed it. But that's not the point. It was giving 70s, those parties that I can't remember which one. I don't know if it's Foxy Brown or Coffee, but when she has them blades in the hair and they go to snatch Mama's hair and hands are cut. Good, the party, and then boobs fell out for no reason. We're always here for it. Y'all comment below your favorite Pam Grier movie. Definitely gonna get back to y'all. But here, child, back to Willie. Y'all better let Willie be a problem. Better let Willie be a problem. I'm here for it. He finna mess something up because he's definitely messing up his party. But getting here to these ladies here, getting here to Miss Thing, because I know everybody was like me, like, who is that? I don't care what's going on. I need to know who this young lady is coming into the scene with all her thick thighs and her tight right afro.
Name was again. Yeah. Lisa, and what your people say? I got people everywhere.
Because So where your people stay? Because you ain't here lying. Baby, her name is Teresa Celeste. I wrote it here. put her in something. I don't care what you're doing. Same thing I said with baby who needs to be a superhero. Put her in something. Maxine was doing more than that she needed to with this little piece of screen time that she had. More Maxine, please. Now, of course, we have Chloe here. She's delivering as, the suspicious insider that nobody's trusting. And, she dropped Vivian. We knew she was going to drop Vivian. We know what she's doing back there. But I couldn't concentrate on none of that. I was trying to get to Maxine. Okay, Ashley, why is Maxine your favorite character? Please explain.
Because she just can't, she really literally embodied it all. I mean, when she gets out of her candy red car, walks up and they smack her on the booty and she like, okay, what are we doing? Like, she's about her business. She was there. And even in this moment with Vivian, it's about solidarity. Oh, I thought she was acting funny too. Like, what are we doing? What are we on? That is my type of friend. That's the one you want when the tough gets going. I loved her. And I believed her. I believed her. There was never a hesitation or a moment of doubt through any of these moments with them in these couple of scenes that we got to see her. I'm with you. I want to see her in more things.
Yes,
I want to see her.
More things here. Put her. I hope we see her more in episodes because she's believable. And she's still, it's hard to still a scene with the Taraji standing there. Girl, I'm paying attention to you and Taraji's here. That's some talent. B, were you here for Maxine?
100% yes. And I'm feeling the fro and all of her energy. I would definitely take her on the date. If I saw her out, I would holler, excuse me, miss, how you doing? Seriously. But no, she was super talented. I liked her character as well. She wasn't afraid to speak up when they ran in with the guns. I don't think she just jumped on the ground immediately. She kind of looked around like, what the F is this? Come on, y'all motherfuckers.
Like we partying. That's what she said.
And it was right. And it wasn't like an ego thing either. It was just like, that was just her being her, and like Ashley said, it was very, very believable. She did steal the scene. I like her spidey sense as well. It just shows how great her acting is. But yeah, she's up there. I want to see more of her. I loved her energy. I'm a fan.
Kay, were you a fan of Maxine? And you can speak on Chloe too, if you want to. Kay, are you muted?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Less is more sometimes. So, you gotta, the less that they give her, the more that we get from Chloe. Just don't do too much. And we can stomach it a whole lot better. Just give us a little bit and you're good. But this one here, Max, yeah, she's a survivor. She is a survivor. And she's got the skills. Like, she looked like she might have run into some things in her past, She just ain't her first rodeo with some foolishness. She done been out here in these streets. She gonna do what it takes for her to make it out and make it to the next day. So you gotta respect the hustle, because she ain't new to this, she true to this.
Absolutely.
Lisa,
come find us,
what
Maxine.
your people say? I got
Where your
people everywhere.
What your people say? I just want to say, Taraji, she gonna give it to us every time. It's hard out here for a poll. It's hard out here on a poll. The payback is coming. We look at here. Taraji ain't never met a role she ain't like. I ain't never seen her in this type of role. Like, maybe Suge is close to where she's more so, docile and not giving her dominant personality. But yeah, Taraji's being pushed. No, you're not making me revert back to my sweets days and dancing in here to entertain these men in this basement. But it was given everything. It made me think about Dirty Dancing. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Okay. I was here for the dance and here for all of it, but you could see that she's kind of being pushed to her breaking point because Chicken, I told you we shouldn't be doing this. I told you were in over your head. I told you this was too much. First of all, what was the security? That's what I wanted to know. Were we just supposed to be all having a good time and having all this money in the room and not having a secure thing in sight? That was crazy. But we do get a little dance from Taraji to say her man. Ashley, were you here for the dance? Muted, Ashley.
Dang. So here's the thing, right? Like you, I like a villain that's going to villain with their whole chest. And Willie Black does that. But when you lose me, Willie Black, is when you like, don't do that to a woman. Don't demoralize her. Like, this was so shameful and so mean. Like, I remember my granddaddy used to take me to the shake junk, and she used to be, oh, y'all don't know, y'all in for a time. Girl, get on and drop it like it's hot. She did her little two-step burlesque shake. I was here for the dance, but I hate that. Like, don't exploit her like that. I will say, in the moment, little chicken man fun size, he tried. She ain't want him to take that bullet, so she did what most of us women do, right? We just go on and take it. I'll just do it, but I do like him for standing up and for not putting that gun in his, or that blicky in his mouth. If he would have done that, that would have ruined Kevin Hart for me forever. Don't put the blicky in your mouth. Don't do that. It would have devastated me. It would have been an image I would never get out of my head. But yeah, Taraji gave it to us. You could feel the desperation. You could feel the sadness of you bringing me back. I'm elite now. Like, I'm running numbers. Like, I'm the number 2 here. And now you got me taking it all off again. Come on, Willie. Come on, Willie.
Care, Ashley. I was here for Willie, okay? I was here for the demoralization of it all. Like, Willie mean business. Ain't nobody in this function to kill her. If something go down, who hitting it off? Who taking the body? It ain't gonna be them 2 little bitties in the basement. It ain't gonna be dude upstairs. Mac ain't doing nothing. He trying to be a good vet or whatever he trying to do. Have a heart. Willie is gonna be the one to take somebody out. He's the only thing that's keeping this function going. Ain't nobody scared of nobody else there, and everybody just maybe having a gun. He's the only threat that's present in this basement at the moment. I'm here for it. I mean business. I got to keep all y'all. It's only one of me, okay? It's 50 plus of y'all in this basement. I need y'all to know I mean business. Taraji, get on over there and shake something. B.
Yeah, Willie Black sucks. I didn't like him in this. He made me very uncomfortable. He's an a-hole. And I hope he dies by the end of the series. I want him bleeding slowly, and Samuel Jackson and also Chicken Man just talking shit over his body, like, yeah, you made a strip, and I'm serious. I think I'm joking, but I'm for real. But I got to give it to Ashley. I'm glad that he did not put the blicky in his mouth. That would have been awful. That would not have been a good image. So shout out to them, just saying, okay, we need to press pause right here. But as far as their relationship is concerned, I like that they did have each other's back. He didn't want his woman up there, feeling ashamed, and she didn't want the blicky in his mouth either. So, that's I do like that they was down for each other. Mm-hmm. And again, that's not even his main. That's his side. So that's not always the case. She's like, well, hey, you decide. So, we had our run. But I did feel uncomfortable during the scene, because I just don't ever want to see women in that position like that, and I mean,
it was just me because I was singing.
Oh gosh, she handled it well. Yeah, I was just like, I'm glad that it was just that.
Yeah,
I was afraid it was going to be more. I didn't want to have to watch it like this, but performances across the board were.
I like that, B. Of course, I didn't want to see that. I like that we didn't know, because I was like, is this going to escalate? Hopefully, he ain't gonna do nothing to Vivian. Like, are we going to do that? Don't make no example out of her in this room. Don't take advantage of her. I didn't want that, but just the fact that we feel that threat off of him, and we don't know. That's what makes me interested.
He's a good villain. Yeah. I agree with that.
Well, you here for the dance.
I'm with JJ in the comment. That was it was cringy and uncomfortable. Okay. I mean, you over here repping hard for Willie, and I see why though, because he all villainy and whatnot, and quite frankly, it ain't his fault that she was an old hole and he know all of her old tricks. So he said, I know the tricks. Pull one of your tricks out the bag and entertain these people in here, because again, I got to be the stick up man, and everybody else is not on their job like they should be. So it's up to me. I know you got a few tricks up your sleeve. Pull one of them out. I didn't give you the job in the beginning. You used to do this for money, so you might as well do it to save your own life. Do what you got to do. But it was cringy and uncomfortable to watch. But ma'am, clearly you did the dance because you had a routine from back in the day, so it wasn't that hard.
Hey, I'm not about to play with you. I am not about to play with you at all. Not even a little bit. Kay's funny. Kay said it ain't my fault. Everybody know your mama's a hoe. Kay was always absolutely high. I'm sick of her. Absolutely sick of her. But Like I said, tensions are high. We got one killer because there's only one killer in the bunch. You got two amateurs. Gordon, if you don't get us out of here, you're going to die. By this time, Frankton, I can meet you where you are. I see this vision for not so much a black Vegas or, black. I can see the black Mecca of Atlanta. I'm here for that. Let's go on to the function. Let's go on to the party, not knowing that everybody is getting stripped down and robbed at this function. And if he does not get them out of here via Frank, I'm either going to think that you were involved, you set this up, or like something like when he said, no, I'm thinking you don't, it's cold as hell in here and you don't only in here with long johns on. I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny. But yeah, we have that. The stakes are just really, really high in this basement. And I feel like the third episode was so far my favorite. I loved it. But yeah, everything is just riding off the back of Chicken Man's neck. If he don't fix this, you're gonna die. And we don't fix this. We end up here. First of all, where is Gordon going to take Vivian? Don't you take Vivian where I think you're going to take Vivian? Because she don't need to be there. Because we can't take her to no hospital. We can't take her here. I was like, why she couldn't stay at Maxine's? We had to take her somewhere. And I feel like he didn't take this woman home. You don't take your side chick home to your wife if that's where you're going. But we also have stuff unfolding with Frank and everybody else in the function. Well, we have this amateur here, this pole baby, this little petty theft. What you doing in here with this mask on? These some real gangsters, and they're going to cause real repercussions, at which he is really, really nervous. And we also have, everything lingering on more than it needed to, because everybody in this function, aside from Mac and maybe the two youngsters, people are being greedy. Let's wait for somebody else to come in. Let's wait. And of course, the party just gets out of hand, because not only is there dysfunction with the robbery, but there's dysfunction amongst, the criminals here. How y'all arguing and trying to keep everything afloat? But in the end, we do have Vivian get cut. We had a snap happen. I love little Chicken Man trying to grab the gun. Oh Lord, it's the kid. Don't shoot out. Don't shoot the boy. Don't shoot the kid. What you doing in this basement, kid? But everything gets out of hand. And of course, we have everybody run up at the function, and we have somebody get shot. B, I'm going to come to you. Who do you think was shot there on the ground? And what do you think Chicken Man is going to take Vivian?
I hope he doesn't take her home. That is just evil. Like, I mean, there's just some stuff you don't do. You're already wrong for doing it in the first place. And what do you think the end game would be? Like, they're going to be best friends and, have brunch together on Sundays? Like, that's just... it's not going to end well. I guess he really does care about her, because that you are literally about to destroy your whole setup on both sides. Like, neither one of them could take you back. This is just a disaster waiting to happen. So I don't like that at all. I was a bit frustrated when they weren't able to get the gun out of little dude's hand. Yeah. To be honest with you, that was the only part of the whole first 3 episodes that I did not like. I mean, you done freed everybody, and y'all can't. And these are amateurs too. Terrence Howard talking about how sloppy they are, and he want to use them as a shield. It's like, no, if you listen to Cadillac, you're gonna die. Listen to me. But I mean, I was frustrated with that. I mean, they should have been able to come out on top. But that's another reason why I don't like Willie Black. He's trying to, we here for the job. We're going to get this money. It's like, bro, you already got like bags and bags. Like, I'm pretty sure you have $8,000. You know what I'm saying? He wants to rob everybody. And so, I mean, they barely got out of there, but it was luck, But to answer your question, after that long ass response, I guess it was just one of the bad guys, one of the people that was holding them hostage. I think he was the one that was up there at the top with Mac or Seneca Wallace. What the hell his name is character, but he got blown away. Geez, Louise. And what was Chloe Bailey doing? Why would you try? What are you doing? You are not a Power Ranger. Like,
I think she was looking for the cousin, the family member here that she's trying to ride for.
That was her dude or her daddy or something. But anyway, that was dumb as hell. But yeah, that's how.
Yeah, because I asked that because I'm looking at the comments. I definitely thought that one Willie. You think we would build a character like Willie up to shoot him outside in the streets? We ain't doing that. Willie is going on and on through the show, baby. That one Willie. That was that other man. I don't think it was him. Ashley, what do you think happened here? Who was shot on the ground, and where are we taking Vivian now that she's cut?
Child, it could have been anybody. It could have been anybody. It was so sloppy and mayhem after that because I mean, now y'all want to investigate who y'all are actually robbing. Like now you decide you've been had the wallets, but now you want to take a bathroom break and see who you really messing with. Like, come on, young man.
Oh, not the bathroom break. Get up there and give me some chicken. I was like, this is not the time to be asking for chicken, Willie.
But I mean, he took that opportunity. Let me go in this bathroom and take a look. Hopefully, because Chicken Man, this is his home state. He got a sister, a cousin, an uncle, a close family friend that he could take her to that he trusts down really, really bad. But we know what it's probably going to be. But here's the one note that I have and the question that I actually have for the panel. In that basement, why was it elderly grandpa, Uncle Frank, who had the wherewithal to get out of those clutches? You know what I'm saying? Like out of Big Lamar that was right there, out of all of these young, spry, intelligent people. Why was he the first one to get out? That's just was that just to show his gangster?
It is, that's who it was. Like, I've been around the block. You got the more than you got a hog tie me. You don't want me to go nowhere. Like he been outside before. That's all it was. That's all it was. That's all it was. Yeah, he definitely because there was only 2 dudes in the function with full blown ski masks on. Idiotically, Matt had on that bandana like he was in bananas, like it's the old West. You're not hiding your identity from nobody with that bandana. It wasn't Willie. We're not taking Willie away. We didn't invest any time in that other gentleman. I don't even know his name. That's how much we saw him, and he's a part of the team. And it wasn't Tony, the cousin, brother, whatever here, because he had this weird mask on. It wasn't Willie though. That's all I care about. Willie gonna go on to wreak havoc. Okay, where is he taking Vivian and who got shot? How do you feel going towards the end of episode 3?
I hope it's not anybody that we care about that they done put down already, because I love me some Silky. But I hope it's not anybody that we care about. And you know what? Gordon, Chicken Man. This whole plan is just really just going straight to hell at this point. Like, this is a mess. This is a mess. This is messing up the whole setup he got going. He was trying to get in good, with Frank. This ain't looking good for Chicken Man is what I'm saying at this point. He got to be smarter than that. He's giving Chicken Man right now and not Gordon. Because if you have a name like Gordon, I feel like you would be more responsible. But when you call yourself Chicken Man, you get in a mess like this. And I don't know. Do he got nursing skills to patch her up on the side of the road? They got a secret apartment.
Child, because Gordon would know better. But Chicken Man finna make the senseless decision.
Chicken Man about to do some more foolishness.
Child. And they was out there, where's Chicken? Where's like these people really love you, Chicken. Don't you take that woman to your White House?
That's how people got shot back in the day.
That's how you get shot. Ending off the end of this episode. Is Lena dead? I was like, Lena, girl, you answer the question. All I need to know, because she just had to be out there lingering in the front yard to get bust upside her head and kidnapped and held at gunpoint on this tree. What I need to know, did Gordon have anything to do with setting me up? We couldn't get a confirmation, a yes or no, but we do see gunfire and they cut away to the birds flocking. Y'all know we watch movies all the time. Y'all can't fool us with that. If we see some birds flock and gunfire, maybe she dead. She dead. We wouldn't waste that. We're not doing no scare shots over it. They're gonna come back. Now look at here. The next one gonna hit you. I don't mean the next one. You better tell me something. No, I think she's gone. Maybe you didn't tell us nothing that we wanted to hear. Or maybe she said, you know what? Hey, it was Gordon. Gordon sent me. And we know that he didn't. But she could have said that. Maybe she's trying to look out for the team. I don't know. Kay, is Lena dead?
At this point, I feel like Peacock said that we had enough of Chloe and her acting abilities. And we're good here. We go ahead and close the curtains on that one. I don't see a need for her to step further into the season on that note. I feel like, let's leave out on a high note.
Oh, Oh, dang, Kay. Kay always got bullets. Cock, bang. Ashley, is Lena dead? And did she say, no, it wasn't Gordon? We were acting on our own accord. Did she say that before you took her out? Muted, Ashley.
Oh my gosh, sorry. I be trying to be respectful. That's why, if I'm Lena, I'm telling everything. Mr. Gordon or Mr. Frank Moten, what is it that you want to know? Everything you need to know. The best part of me would hope that she did that. You know what I mean? And that because he has a soft spot for Lola, maybe he's got a soft spot for women in general. That's a hope. That's a thought. However, when I see the birds disperse, it always means one thing, y'all. It always means one thing. But I'm going to be the forever optimist and hope
it was a warning
that
shot.
young Lena lived just for the sake of living.
Maybe it was a warning shot. Maybe it was, next time I meet it, girl, you better tell me something. B, is Lena dead?
Yeah, she is dead as a doorknob. She's not. He spanked on. Yeah, you said that because he liked Lola, that maybe she's alive. No, his ego is hurt, rightfully so, and there's a bullet in her head. And they're gonna next episode. I wouldn't be surprised we see her pale body with dirt and leaves, with a big old hole in her. Yeah, she's out of there.
I hope it. I mean, hopefully, he got a soft spot. We did say Sam, Frank had a little duality. Maybe he was like, don't shoot the sister. Let's take her to a warehouse and interrogate her and ask her some more questions. Maybe I shot this warning shot just to say something. Maybe she isn't dead. Personally,
somebody got to be example.
I think she's sleeping with the fishes. All the heat, they didn't even care about the robbery. You stripped me down to my drawers. They was mad. They was mad at the fact that you took away some pride, baby. We gangsters out here. Y'all touching on that. If the word gets around that we're being stripped down and robbed like this, somebody might try us. Y'all messing up the reputation. We got to take their reputation back. We might have to take you out and set an example out of you. Or maybe there was a warning shot and he is setting her free. We do not know. But before we get all the way to the end here, I'm going to ask one more question and then we going to be on about here like we should be. In between the sheets. All right. Comment below. Now we got Uptown Saturday night here. Sidney Poitier, Bill Cosby, good time. Then we got Cotton Comes to Harlem over there. Equally good time. We got duo, tag team. Very what I feel like we're going to get in this movie, the show with Don Cheadle's character and Chicken Man, them teaming up to, take down the big guy in some way, shape, or form. But Kay, if you had to pick one of these films, which one are you picking?
Uptown, without question. Yeah.
Uptown Saturday night. Absolutely. Like, I haven't watched it in a while. This show and me trying to get stuff together for this reminder. I was like, I really need to watch that. Uptown Saturday night is funny as hell. But it's hilarious. Yeah. I'm definitely going, and kind of comes to Harlem is equally iconic, but Uptown Saturday night is funny. Like Bill Cosby, Sidney Poitier in their like prime, which is being funny. And then it was Sidney stepping out like, what, we need to make our own movies. We need to make our own movies, have our own direction, our own writing. I'm finna do this thing and we're gonna do it the way we want to. I've been, Mr. Tibbs over there for them for far too long. And
Mr. Tibbs.
Even though, hey, he was over there. It was too much. I need to do our own film, black films. Ashley.
So here's the thing, right? Uptown Saturday night all day, of course. But this is one of the moments where, to me, a sequel was better than the original. I loved Let's Do It Again. Let's do it again. I loved it. Oh my goodness. But yes, Uptown Saturday night, iconic, hilarious, will give you everything you need in that era. Kind of some fun heisty stuff in that too. We're definitely gonna rock with Uptown Saturday night.
Good love in the midnight.
Come on.
Good sleep come morning light. Have you seen either one of these films?
I have not, but I'm gonna pick Uptown Saturday night because I like Bill Cosby, so that's
if you had to start over here with Bill, Sidney, and Harold Belafonte, Uptown Saturday Night is a really, really good film, as well as as Ashley mentioned, Part 2, very, very good films. Please, oh man, Thank you so
for
much.
the recommendation.
He said I'm picking Bill by default.
Yes.
By default. Finishing up here. Kay, I am going to come to you first. What are you anticipating with episode 4?
I need Terrence Howard to go ahead and flick that hair back a couple times. Let's see that. I need I need Frank to get in his gangster era because I need to see the menacing part pull up. Because something went wrong and he feel like it's been a setup, and I need him pointing fingers and setting examples. I need to see him put some fear in some people's eyes. Chicken Man, if you take that woman to your house, she need to burn it down with both of y'all in there.
I feel like everybody finna be on Chicken Man head top. Everybody who was stripped down in that basement, the whole Black Mafia just finna be gunning for Chicken Man, and he gonna be on a run, on looking over his shoulders. I think it's just gonna be high noon for him, and it's gonna be a bounty. It's gonna go down because nothing in this episode let anybody know, you know what, he didn't set this up for all of us to get robbed and stripped down. We don't know. Hopefully we get more Maxine. I don't care what she's doing. I don't care who she's talking to. I want to see more Maxine, and I definitely want to see what Frank decided to do with Miss Lena. Did he take her out? I really do think he does. But yeah, don't take that woman to that house. Don't take that woman to your house, Chicken Man. If you do that, that says a whole lot about your character. B, what are you looking forward to in episode 4?
Sorry. Yeah, like you said, Chicken Man is going to be running around like his head is cut off. Seriously, everybody's going to be after him. He's going to be ducking, dodging, excuse me. It's just going to be a mess. He's going to be getting an argument with everybody. Frank is going to be on his tail, calling him here and there. And also, what's going to happen to Silky? Because Silky probably, is he going to vouch for him? Is he going to throw him under the bus? Because, he knew him, and Silky works for Frank. So that's going to be a conversation there. But I'm really interested in the conversation with the whole Black Mafia. Like, Frank, how are we going to solve this? We can't go out like no punks. But Chicken Man, he's going to be center stage running for his life.
Ashley, what you looking for?
This is the time to rise and shine for Chicken Man. I want to see him cool under pressure. I want to see him come up with a plan to combat all this because, listen, it got his name on it. They're after him. It is going to be vitally important that he can stay cool, calm, and collected. And I hope he takes the necessary precautions to protect those that he loves and care about. I want to see more of Mr. Cadillac and that perm, what they call it, that Farrah Fawcett. Yes. I want to see more of him. And I want to see Frank's true nature revealed. Like, I want to see gangsta. You know what I mean? Because we got to see a little bit of a softer side of him before. I want to see the full gangsta come out in this next episode. Also excited to see what's going to happen with Detective Hudson. Is he what's his investigation going to look like? You know what I mean? I'm excited to see how that goes.
You already know with the department and everything. Now that Ali's gone, now that he's gone, he finally got on the plane and went on by his business. They have made it very apparent that if it's got anything to do with Black lives, Black bodies, this department does not care. So the only person they're going to call is Detective Hudson, and that's how he's going to be interjected into the story and probably run into old Gordon here. We shall see, but I'm absolutely looking forward to everything that is coming up. Oh, that's the episodes. Those are the episodes. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Got up to 115 people in here tonight. We absolutely love to see that. Let me show you guys some love, and then we're going to come back and let you know what we have coming up on the channel and where you need to be over at to support us. We'll be right back.
Push your teeth, push your pound of weed. Need a brand new weed. Kill my dog. See, nigga, please, I go kill yellow weeds. He don't go. Why you telling me to let a nigga see? Honestly, I'm not feeling you and you not feeling me. Keep it G. Welcome at the age to slip that nigga B. TLC. No, I'm finna keep my phone on D&D. That's my song. But that to beat up, run that to sleep. You to me, he beat his meat.
Thank you guys so much for showing us love in the chat. B, I am going to come to you first to let the people know what you have coming up and where they need to be over at to support you.
Thank you very much for having me, Tara. I really do appreciate it. And Kay and Ashley, it was very nice meeting you as well. This was fun. But I'm B. Avery with Just My Opinion Reviews. You can find me at YouTube at the name, also on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or X at Just My Opinion 84. But you get a little bit of everything over on my channel. I'm a big nerd. I'm a big geek. I love my superhero comic book stuff. I love my martial arts adaptations. I like my trailer reactions, movie reviews, whether it's non-spoiler or spoiler. Have a couple of live shows going on each week. But if it's a show like this where it's people that look like us, I'm going to cover that as well. So I have individual recaps that I do each week for each episode for Fight Night. Also, I just covered Bel Air. Probably going to be covering Penguin when that comes out. And so you go from Penguin to something like this, you know, I'm kind of like all over the place. So if you like me today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I'm pretty confident you'll find something that you like.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, B. Ashley, I'm gonna come to you. Speaking of, you know, going from this to something like Penguin, I mean, you off your rocker too, because you know you check it for Penguin also. Ashley, let the people know what you have coming up.
Everything, you guys, but like most recently, tomorrow we will be doing Insecure Mondays. We are going to be covering Insecure episode by episode, starting season 1, episode 1. I will definitely be talking about the Penguin. I will definitely be talking about Agatha all along. There is so much exciting content coming. I know we'll be doing 3 Women. And this Tuesday night, I'll be hosting Rebel Ridge. So be on the lookout for that. But in addition, y'all, check out my uploads today. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that you've hit that notification bell. I'll be dropping Rebel Ridge, Chimp Crazy tonight, and a ton of other content. Y'all know what it is. I post multiple times throughout the week. But thank y'all for being with us today. It was so much fun. And thank you, Tyra, for hosting.
Yeah, of course, you know, I'm gonna make you do what you do, baby, like Ray Charles. Kay, let the people know what you have coming up on your channel and what they need to be doing to get Kay to her 1,000. Okay, I'm gonna say that before I even click. Get Kay to her 1,000 subs. We are trying really hard to cross that threshold, you know. But before the month is out, we would love to celebrate that with our girls. So go and support her in that. She this close. We like 900 and some change. Stop playing with her. Kay, let the people know what's going on and where they need to go to support you.
Absolutely. Yes. Y'all hit that subscribe button. I am like this close to my 1K. Hop on over here. Spooky season is upon us. So if you are horror fans, if you love Halloween, I need you to come over to the channel. Okay. We turning up for spooky season right now. You'll see a review for Oddity, Long Legs. Hopefully next week we'll have the front room. We're going to do something for Friday the 13th. This upcoming week, we have a Friday the 13th this month. It's spooky season upon us. So September, October, expect a lot of horror content. In addition to, of course, we got to talk about Insecure. We're going to make that a regular thing. We have Rebel Ridge to talk about. Fridays are for Reasonable Doubt. And Thursdays, we are going to do a season wrap up for Bel Air to give you all our take on the overall season. We did a few episodes at the beginning, but we're going to give you our opinion now that the season is over and wrapped up, and what we can expect for season 4, as we have predicted what was going to happen in season 3 anyway. Hit that subscribe button. Tyra, thank you for this wonderful and groovy music.
You're so welcome, Kay. Once again, thank you to everybody who was here supporting us. Everybody's channel is in the description box below. Click it. Don't act like you ain't see it. Don't act like you ain't see it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Go over there and support all of these lovely creators. And if everybody is down, of course, we will look forward to having you guys back here to discuss episode 4 or however they decide to drop these episodes. But we don't know. We just work here. We just work here, but we try our best to give you guys the content that you love. Once again, comment below if you enjoyed this live, what you liked about it. If we missed anything, you can comment that below as well. But we look forward to seeing you guys next time. And you guys have a good night. Good night, y'all.